Hello everyone, how are we doing today? It's a very rainy day, I guess, especially from my window. I can actually hear the rain tip-tapping on the window pane. I can see it falling and dropping there as it slides across the window. I think I'm giving you a bit too much of a description here of this because you don't want to hear that. You want to hear Pokemon, you want to see Pokemon, you want to live, breathe Pokemon, you want to eat Pokemon. Maybe you do. You could eat Vanillux, that's one Pokemon you could eat, maybe, if you were Cannibal. Cannibals. Yes, we are all cannibals if we want to eat Pokemon. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Do you think Pokemon eat Pokemon? Then in that case, it would be they would be cannibals. Yeah. Anyway, hi. We've got a battle here where I have a Mean Chow, which is really cool. This is Rick's team, and it's nice. I like it a lot. So I'm Scarf Mean Chow. Well, I'm saying Mean Chow because Pokedex 3D Pro, but I shouldn't really. I'm just gonna call it Kyondo because that's how Wild Chase says it sometimes in his weird voice. And yeah, so essentially he goes for the Protect, gets a speed boost, doesn't realize that I'm Scarfed, I guess, stays in and takes the U-turn, but lives because he has a Focus Sash. Now the problem with Rick's team here is that it doesn't really deal too well with Sharpedo. I can kind of stop it because Snorlax can take a couple of hits, but Gligar is the main defensive threat, and so with him having Waterfall, I don't really want to be taking hits from the Sharpedo because, you know, it's super effective and everything. And he may even have Ice Fang as well, which could also be a little bit of a pain. But Snorlax seemed to be the best thing to go to. Take a couple of hits. Unfortunately, get a defense drop from the Crunch, but he stays in. I'm not really quite sure why he did that because just looking at Sharpedo and looking at my team, it really is a huge threat to it. So the fact that it is dead right now straight away is just beautiful. It's delicious. It's so yummy indeed that I would not be able to need food for many days after which, because I would be full and my hunger would have been quenched. Hunger quenched, that's a weird phrase to use because thirst is usually the quenched thing. However, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back into the game here. I have been going on tangent after tangent. Snorlax decides to stay in on the Sableye because it has Sleep Talk, and I can take the burn, then rest, and then Sleep Talk on the switch, and unfortunately get a rest on the Sleep Talk, which is going to be kind of a developing theme every time I use this Snorlax, so you'll have to watch out for that, I guess, and other matches as well. But I go into Gligar here. I really didn't have a safe switch because it's a Azumarill and Banded Waterfall threatened me greatly, but I went into Gligar anyway, hoping he'd go for the superpower. He ends up double edging instead, which I guess is a nice sort of middle ground to go for, and ends up doing a decent chunk to me. Definitely tells me he's banded. Get up Stealth Rocks on the switch. He's going into Yanmega, predicting that most likely because obviously he doesn't want to switch in his Yanmega later in the match and take 50%, so he switches in now on Stealth Rock turn. And I go to Snorlax thinking, I got this, I can just Sleep Talk like Whirlwind or Sleep Talk Body Slam and paralyze him. I got this. I switch in on a crit Air Slash, so already things are looking bad because I've taken far much more damage than I want to be taking. Essentially, he can also flinch me on the off chance that that happens as well with Sleep Talk. I think you can be flinched after. I'm not even sure. Can you be flinched after Sleep Talk? Like if someone goes for an Air Slash and then you use Sleep Talk, but you flinch on the sleep. I don't know if that's a possibility. Maybe it is. Who knows? I get rest again. As I said, developing theme here. As he decides to go for Bug Buzz, I think this isn't going to quite take me out. At least I'm on 41. He's racking up Life Orb in the process, which I guess is okay. But I Sleep Talk once again, hoping, come on, Body Slam, Whirlwind. This is a 60% chance to not get rest. And every time, 30%. 3 times in a row I've got rest on the Sleep Talk. And I don't know, this is kind of why I don't like rest talk Pokemon in general, because I end up having the worst luck with them. And I just get rest every time. I do like running Pokemon which are like 3 attacks and Sleep Talk, because then you can use them as sleep fodder and you're guaranteed to get off at least 1 attack. You know, it could be useless to you, but at least it's some damage, you know. So there you go, that's my thoughts on it. Unfortunately, I died to the Yanmega, but I do have Raikou here who threatens it greatly. I am not really afraid of being taken out because I doubt he has the hidden power ground, and it looks like he's running Roost with, you know, Bug Buzz and Air Slash, and I guess guess Protect probably is his last slot. But go for the Volt Switch as he roosts back up, trying to, stop himself from dying. If I just stayed in and T-bolted, I would have ended up taking him out, just because of the damage variation, between T-bolt and Volt Switch is much higher if you T-bolt. But clearly I'm Specs because I did a huge amount of damage to him anyway. And go into my Empoleon, who now I thought is perfect thing to take on Yanmega because it can't really touch me. Apparently it crits me with a Giga Drain because it didn't have Protect. Giga Drain was its third move. So that absolutely blows. It means that Empoleon kind of is brought down. I guess it's a little bit beneficial because I am within Torrent range, I think. I'm not actually sure. Maybe that is Torrent range. Maybe it isn't. I can't do quick maths in my head, so I'm just going to say that perhaps it is. So potentially beneficial, potentially not, whatever. I go into Gligar as death fodder here because I want Azumarill to just lock itself into something, and then I can take it on with another poke. Decides to lock itself into Ice Punch, which means I can just go straight back into Empoleon and be like, hey, get out of here, I don't want to see you anymore. So he goes and stays in on this turn. I obviously predicted him to switch to Shaman, because why wouldn't he do that? He's locked in on Ice Punch against an Empoleon, which threatens him with, the grass knot or whatever I had, I think, to hit him with. So Shaman seemed like a good switch in there, but apparently he wants to stay in and Ice Punch everything. So now I'm like, well, balls, I kind of want to keep that Empoleon because it's really good and I like it. So I'm going to switch into my main Xiao to Kyondo to go for the U-turn. Live the Ice Punch on 16 HP, just about, and U-turn still doesn't take it out. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. I'll just let Empoleon die, I'll bring in Kyondo again, I'll go for the U-turn again, and I'll finally kill a stupid Azumarill. This really wouldn't have been a problem had my Empoleon not been critted, but such is the case. I'm getting hacks on hacks on hacks here today. Freaking Sleep Talk to rest 3 times, Snorlax getting critted, Empoleon getting critted. Not a good day overall, but I am able to finally take out the Azumarill, the rampaging banded Azumarill, with a U-turn from my Mienshao, Kyondo. I keep just jumping between the two names. I don't know which I prefer. I do prefer Kyondo. I really do. Kyondo. But Mienshao is what most people say because it is the actual English one. Even though, ironically, it sounds more Japanese than English. But whatever. Going to Raikou now. I think Shaman might be his... No, he has something else. But I want to Volt Switch because I'm pretty sure that I can't kill him with a Specs HP Ice as much as I would like to straight out go for it. I would Volt Switch first, go into Tornadus, which is perfect because I know he's going to Earth Power on that turn. And then I can threaten him out with the Hurricane, but I'm not using Hurricane because this is a physical Tornadus. Normal, not Tornadus T. Tornadus T, of course, being banned to Ubers. It was OU anyway, so it wouldn't be in a UU game. So I go for the Acrobatics, get a crit, which doesn't really matter at all with the Flight Gem boost, and Shaman dies. Pretty nice. So now he brings in a Zelf, which I'm hoping I should be able to live a hit from, as long as he's not like banded with Ice Punch or Specs with T-Bolt or something. Should be good to go. Goes to the Ice Punch, doesn't kill me, live on 59, go for the Acrobatics, which a Zelf being very frail is not going to live, unfortunately for him. I am, packing Stab on that, whereas he's not packing Stab on his Ice Punch, so it kind of works out that way that I get the kill and he doesn't. Ends up going to Sableye, which at this point I can pretty much screw over because we both have Prankster, but because obviously Tornadus is the faster Prankster user, my taunt eliminates his Will-O-Wisp priority, and I'm able to taunt him into struggling, because apparently he's running a Sableye with no attacking moves whatsoever, and Struggle doesn't even kill me, takes me down to 17 as he slaughters himself. Sableye dead. That is my favourite way of seeing a Sableye die, I must say indeed. I must say. So there it goes. It's done. That was the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a fun one. It was interesting. But a lot of hacks that piled onto my face. I somehow managed to overcome it and, do decently enough to finish off that game there. So, yes, if you did enjoy, you can always feel free to leave a like. That definitely helps out the channel and, makes me, I guess, stuff. Yes, something like that. I don't know. If you want to see a rotation roulette from yesterday, you can go check out that video. Is right there on your screen. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time with another video. Until then, enjoy and goodbye.